eEdge, Convert Leads to Clients. After this presentation, you'll understand the life cycle of a KW source or manually entered lead and how to manage that lead using KW technology. Here's what you will learn today. Leads come into your eEdge database from a number of different places, including your eEdge website, your eAgency website, and the 40+ additional eAgency sources. These eAgency sources include all of the sites that KWLS syndicates. Because all leads come into a single place, you'll spend less time logging in and out of lead management systems and more time responding to them while they're hot, turning them into buyers for your sellers. Here's a quick stat from NAR. Agents have a 72% chance of turning an internet lead into a client if the agent contacts them live within the hour of their visit to their agent's website. After 4 hours, that chance drops to 29%. That's why eEdge offers a lead alert system so you can respond to new leads before they get away. To get to your eEdge lead alert system, from mykw.kw.com, expand the My Marketing menu, then choose eEdge Website. On the eEdge website admin page, click on My Account, then choose Alerts. You can add up to 3 alerts in any combination of email or text message. A lead will identify their needs in several different ways through your calls to action. For example, if a new lead is on your eEdge or your eAgency website and they generate a call to action from the home search page, or they request more information on pre-approval and they've signed up for listing alerts, chances are pretty good that this lead is a buyer. You'll be able to tell whether or not the lead is a buyer or a seller by the information that's provided through the icons that are showing here. The first time you contact someone, it should be by phone if they provided you with a phone number. If they did not, be sure to use the same method that they used to contact you. Then ask them how they prefer to stay in touch. And be sure to add this to the comment section. In this example, the lead has identified themselves as a buyer. We know this because they saved a listing search and they requested pre-approval. We can use the ICW, or the Initial Contact Wizard, to help us to say or what actions to take if the lead is unavailable. The Initial Contact Wizard will help you with scripts. As you'll notice, we have the phone number listed there and telling us to call Jim. Then it's going to explain how we obtained his number. We're going to encourage Jim to meet us in person, and then we have outcomes of this phone call. If they're in need of immediate help, we can mark them as hot. If they plan to look for homes later, we can mark them as active and create a reminder in eEdge. If the contact was not home, we'll simply mark them as retry and create a reminder in eEdge to call them back tomorrow. Or none of the above. This will take us to the contacts detail page record and we can record the conversation. You can also send listings to the new lead who have identified themselves as a buyer and have provided you with the details on the types of homes and the area that they're looking for. What if we were contacted by a seller? When a lead identifies themselves as a seller, you'll automatically get the option to create a seller's market report. Here's an example of the seller's market report. We're going to go into the live environment and walk you through creating a seller's market report. Our first step is to visit mykw.kw.com, click on View Contacts, and look for our new seller. Here's our new seller on the list, Sandra Seller. We're going to click on Sandra's name, and you'll notice we have the option for the ICW so we can contact her directly, or we can prepare a seller's market report. We're going to click on Seller's Market Report. Here's the Seller's Market Report. Since our seller had completed a form in our eEdge website, we are now able to capture the address of the selling home. We just need to fill in the city, the state, and then make sure the zip code, beds, baths, and the estimated price range. Click Continue when we're done. Now we can edit the content for the seller's market report. This is going to be the email that the individual receives before seeing the report. As you can see, using the editor tool, we can edit and customize this message. Click Continue when you're ready. We're now able to enter some additional criteria, such as the area, and we're going to choose an area that's very close to the contact's property address. We can also add additional areas. The property type should match the property type of the seller's address. The price range should match the same price range. Minimum beds and baths should get as close as possible, or you could choose by MLS numbers. Now we'll choose search to start our search for comparable properties. The next screen will take you to any additional comments that you want to include in the report for your contact. Once again, when adding additional comments, you can use the editor tool to edit those comments. Click Continue once your comments are complete. You'll next see a quick snapshot of what your report looks like. When complete, click Save. You also have the ability to change the status of a lead from a lead to something else. If you do not change the status of a lead to something else within 12 hours, eEdge will send the new lead a welcome email on your behalf. This is to make sure that you are in contact with the lead. Let's look at the additional statuses. A lead are people that registered on your website and you have not responded yet. Retry are leads that you're trying to engage. Active are people who are just looking but are interactive. Inactive are people who are not currently looking to buy or sell. Hot are people ready to buy or sell right now. Sold are clients you've just closed. Trash are contacts who wish to unsubscribe. We recommend you use active for people you are actively marketing to, or inactive if they have asked to unsubscribe from your comments. Keeping the Millionaire Real Estate Agent model in mind, what groups do you want to set up for eEdge systematic follow-up? All of the people in your contact database can be classified into one of two fundamental groups: haven't mets and mets. These groups are then further broken down into subgroups as illustrated by Millionaire Real Estate Agent's strategic model for generating leads and building relationships. As the name implies, haven't mets are people that you have not met. This can include the general public as well as targeted group that you would like to do business with, such as a farm. These people can provide you with new business, and they may provide you with referral business if they're in your target group and they've received your branded marketing over time. Everyone in your MET group goes into an 8x8 program. METs are people that you know and that can provide you with repeat referral and new business. The network group are individuals that you know because you've either met them in person or by phone. They might do business with you. Allied resources are a very select subset of your MET group who are in real estate related fields. These are individuals you expect to either do business with you or receive business leads from every year, usually multiple times. These are people that can and or have done business with you. That includes mortgage companies, title companies, appraisers, landscapers, etc. Advocates are people who have not only done business with you in the past, they will continue to do business with you in the future. They will actively bring other people to you to do business as well. And core advocates not only can and will do business with you, but they're well placed. They're owners of a sports team, an executive at a large company or corporation. They're a builder, etc. They will send you a steady stream of clients. Once you have your database all cleaned up, you'll want to organize it and organize it systematically. You'll have different relationships with different groups of contacts in your database, and therefore you'll communicate and market to each group differently. Your strategy is to generate leads and move people into inner circles of this model by implementing the systematic marketing plans. 8x8 is for people you have just met. Start them on an 8x8 right away and begin building a relationship and increasing the awareness of your brand in their mind. Simply put, once a week for 8 weeks, you'll make meaningful contact with these individuals via letters, cards, and phone calls. The aim is to establish yourself as a number one real estate agent in their mind. Remember, if you're not first or second in their mind, you probably won't get the business. A 33 touch is for people who have just finished your 8x8 so you can continue to cultivate the relationship, and people who are in your sphere that you don't want to lose touch with, especially your past clients. Did you know that 78% of buyers and sellers said that they would work with their agent again and refer them, but only 11% do? Well, that's because they didn't follow up. By putting your Mets on an 8x8 campaign and then immediately following it with a 33 touch, you'll be reminding them of your value. You'll be sending them relevant and useful information 41 times in 14 months. This is how you'll stay top of mind. To start an 8x8 campaign, visit mykw.kw.com, expand the My Marketing menu, then choose Manage and Create Campaigns. You'll notice there are two buttons to start building a campaign. Basic is to launch a pre-built campaign in 2 steps. Advanced will allow you to customize some or all of a pre-built campaign and launch it in 4 steps. For the sake of time, we'll create the basic 8x8, and you'll see throughout the process that we can move to the advanced option at any time. We start by clicking on the button Basic. If we're doing an 8x8, we can find that under Market My Business, Buyers. We'll be doing an 8x8 for buyers. We'll now choose 8x8 Buyer. Now is the time to buy. You'll also notice there is a team version. The team version will change any verbiage that says me to we and I to us. Once you click on the first step, you'll see these options come up. This gray box is a summary of the campaign. This will include the following information. The type. The type is showing what type of campaign it is. Is it a date-based campaign or is it an interval campaign? The 8x8s are considered interval campaigns, which means the pieces are timeless and they're not meant to be sent on specific dates. The timing between touches is a defined interval. That means number of days. The description of the campaign is listed here. The version indicates that the campaign is an email campaign as opposed to a direct mail campaign, and therefore it doesn't cost anything. The Customize and Advanced Setup button gives you another chance to leave the basic 2-step campaign setup and switch to the advanced setup if you want to customize one or more of the pieces. And Campaign Elements allows you to see all of the touches included in the campaign and when they'll be delivered. We'll now move to the next step. The next step is adding your individuals or groups. You can add individuals to the campaign. You always want to accept that you've previewed all the elements and add the contacts to the campaign. You can also add entire groups to a campaign. When complete, click Save Campaign. After clicking Save Campaign, the campaign will be activated and the individuals on the campaign will start receiving their pieces the next day. Here are your action steps for today's training. You can find resources on the eEdge page for specific pages by using the Help drop-down menu, then choosing Help on this page. You can also find all your answers to all KW Technology questions on answers.kw.com.